Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Talk Time.
Hey, we're really happy you're here today. Seriously, thank you for pressing play.
This is the place where you don't just learn English, you live it.
Exactly. Real conversations, real feelings, real English.
And today's topic is something simple, but powerful.
Yeah, something almost everyone knows, but very few people actually do.
Something. Okay, let's slow this down for a moment. Because what I'm about to say, most people never really think about. When you read, you're not just looking at words on a page. You're not just decoding letters. Your brain is doing something much deeper, something almost magical.
Yeah, it's actually kind of amazing when you think about it. Because the moment you start reading, your brain wakes up in a different way. Not like scrolling on your phone, not like watching videos. This is different.
When you read, your brain starts building a world. Not a small one, a full world, with people, places, sounds, emotions.
Let's try something. Close your eyes for a second. Okay, maybe don't close them if you're driving. But imagine this. You're sitting near a quiet lake. The water is still, the air is cool, and the sun is slowly setting.
See that? You didn't translate it. You didn't analyze grammar. You just felt it.
That's your brain creating meaning, not from rules, but from experience.
And here's where it gets really powerful for English learners. When you read in English, your brain slowly stops translating. At first, yes, you read a word, then you think in your native language, then you come back.
Yeah, that back and forth, it's tiring, honestly.
But if you keep reading every day, something starts to shift, quietly, almost invisibly.
You begin to understand words directly, without translating, without stopping.
It's like your brain builds a new pathway, a shortcut. English to meaning, not English to your language to meaning.
And that's a big moment, because that's when English stops feeling like a subject and starts feeling like a language you live in.
Also, something really interesting happens with emotions. When you read a story, your brain doesn't just understand it logically, it feels it.
If a character is nervous, you feel that tension. If something is funny, you smile without thinking. If something is sad, you slow down.
And this emotional connection is what makes learning stick. Because we don't remember information, we remember experiences.
And reading gives you that experience again and again, every single day.
So yeah, reading is not boring. It's not slow. It's actually one of the fastest ways to rewire your brain.
To train your mind, to think, to feel, to understand in English.
And the best part? You don't even notice when the change begins. But one day, you'll read a sentence.
And instead of translating it, you'll just understand it instantly.
And that's the moment everything starts to change. And that's the moment everything starts to change. But here's the interesting part. Most people don't even notice when it begins.
Yeah, it's not like a switch, right? It doesn't just happen overnight.
Exactly. There's no big moment where you suddenly say, wow, now I'm fluent.
I wish it worked like that.
Yeah, we all do. But in reality, it's much quieter than that.
It's in the small moments, like when you read a sentence and you understand it instantly.
Or when you don't stop anymore, you just keep going.
And you realize you didn't translate anything.
That's the shift. Not loud, not dramatic, but powerful.
And you know what's interesting? At the beginning, reading feels slow, almost uncomfortable.
Yeah, you read one line, then stop. Think. Go back.
Sometimes you even feel stuck, like, why is this so hard?
But that feeling? It's part of the process. Not a sign that you're failing, a sign that your brain is working.
So that struggle actually means something is happening.
Exactly. Every time you pause, every time you try to understand, you're building something.
Like laying bricks, one by one.
Yeah, not exciting at first, but over time, It becomes a strong foundation. And then something else starts to happen.
You begin to recognize patterns without trying.
You see the same phrases again and again, and suddenly they feel familiar. Explaining gently. Like when you read, "I don't feel like going out today." At first, you might think about each word.
Yeah, feel like, going. What does this mean exactly?
But after seeing it multiple times, your brain stops analyzing.
And you just get it.
Instantly, naturally, tone deepens.
And that's when reading becomes easier, not because the text changed, but because you changed.
Your brain adapted. Short pause.
And here's something people don't talk about enough. Reading changes your confidence.
Yeah, in a quiet but powerful way.
Because when you've seen a phrase many times, you're not afraid to use it.
You stop second-guessing yourself.
You don't think, is this correct?
You just say it. Slight pause. Tone becomes more emotional.
And that feeling, it's different.
It's freedom.
Freedom from overthinking. Freedom from translating.
Freedom to express yourself. Naturally. Gentle build toward insight.
And it all starts with something simple. Reading.
Slight smile in voice. Not hours of study. Not complicated methods.
Just a few minutes, every day.
Calm emphasis. And over time, those small moments, they add up.
Into something bigger than you expect.
Slight pause. Reflective closing.
So, if you feel slow right now, if reading feels difficult,
That's okay. That's where everyone starts.
don't rush it. Don't force it.
Just keep going. Quiet, powerful line.
Because one day, without realizing it,
You'll read
you'll understand.
like it was always natural.
And that feeling, it's different. It's hard to explain at first, but once you experience it, you never forget it.
Yeah, because it's not just about understanding English anymore. It's something deeper than that.
It's the moment when English stops feeling like a foreign language and starts feeling like part of you.
At the beginning, everything feels outside of you. The words feel unfamiliar. The sentences feel heavy.
You feel like you're always chasing meaning, trying to catch it, trying to hold it.
But then, slowly, that distance begins to disappear.
And one day, you read something simple, nothing special, just a normal sentence.
And you understand it without effort.
No translating, no stopping, no thinking.
Just understanding. And in that moment, something shifts inside you.
It feels natural, comfortable, almost familiar.
Like you've been here before, but you haven't. This is new. This is growth. And what's beautiful is, no one sees this change.
Yeah, there's no applause, no announcement. No one says, "Congratulations, your brain just changed."
Yeah, it's silent.
But inside, everything is different.
You start trusting yourself more.
You stop doubting every word,
You stop asking, is this correct?
and you start feeling, this sounds right.
That confidence, it doesn't come from memorizing rules.
It comes from exposure, from repetition, from reading again and again.
And here's something powerful. Your brain begins to predict language.
Predict?
Yeah, you start a sentence, and you already feel what comes next.
Oh, wow, yeah. Like when someone says, "I was about to," and your brain already expects the rest.
Exactly. That's when English becomes automatic. And this changes how you speak, too.
Because now you're not building sentences word by word,
You're expressing ideas.
naturally.
And you know what I love about this process?
What?
Gently. Honest.
It teaches patience.
Yeah. because you can't rush this.
You can't force your brain to change overnight.
But if you stay consistent,
If you show up every day, even for a few minutes,
your brain adapts.
and the best part?
You don't need perfect conditions.
You don't need long hours.
You don't need to be perfect,
You just need to begin.
because every sentence you read, every paragraph you understand,
It's shaping your mind,
rewiring it.
building something stronger.
And one day, you'll notice something surprising.
You're not afraid of English anymore.
You don't avoid it.
You don't feel lost.
You feel at home.
And all of this starts with something small,
A few minutes of reading,
every day.
and that small habit becomes a completely new way of thinking.
And that small habit?
Becomes a completely new way of thinking.
But what most people don't realize is,
It doesn't stop there.
yeah, because at some point,
It's not just your thinking that changes.
it's you.
The way you see language, the way you process ideas, even the way you express yourself.
It all begins to shift, slowly, quietly, but permanently.
At the beginning of your journey, English feels like something external,
Something you have to reach for,
something you have to work hard to use.
like borrowing someone else's voice.
But after consistent reading, something changes.
That voice becomes yours.
You don't feel like you're using English anymore.
You feel like you're expressing yourself.
And this is where most people get surprised, because they expected improvement in vocabulary,
Maybe better grammar.
but they didn't expect a shift in identity.
You start to think differently.
You start to notice details in language that you never noticed before.
You become more aware of tone, emotion, meaning,
You become more present when you read.
and that presence carries into how you speak.
You don't rush your words anymore.
You choose them more naturally,
You express ideas more clearly.
not because you memorized more, but because you understand more.
And here's something really powerful. Reading doesn't just improve your English.
It improves how you think.
How so?
Because when you read, you follow ideas from beginning to end,
You learn structure, flow, clarity.
and your brain starts copying that structure.
So you don't just become a better English speaker,
You become a better communicator.
and that affects everything.
Conversations, presentations, even how you explain your thoughts to others.
But let's be honest for a second.
This journey isn't always easy.
There will be days when you don't feel like reading,
Days when your mind feels tired.
days when you feel like you're not improving at all.
And that's okay.
Because growth is not always visible.
Sometimes it's happening quietly.
The key is not perfection,
It's consistency.
showing up even when it's hard.
Reading even when you don't feel like it.
Because those are the moments that matter most.
Those are the moments when real change happens.
And over time, you begin to notice something else.
English is no longer something you practice.
It's something you live with.
It becomes part of your daily life.
Your thoughts, your reactions, your understanding of the world.
And one day, you'll find yourself reading something.
Smiling,
Not because it's easy.
but because you remember when it wasn't.
You remember the slow reading, the confusion, the effort.
And you realize you're not there anymore.
You've changed.
Your brain changed.
Your confidence changed.
And without even noticing,
You became someone who thinks, understands, and lives in English.
lives in English. And when you reach that point, something very quiet but very powerful happens.
You stop going back.
What do you mean?
I mean, you stop returning to the old way of thinking, the translating, the hesitation, the constant doubt.
It starts to disappear. Not completely at first, but enough for you to feel the difference.
And that feeling is something you can't ignore anymore.
Because now you've seen what it feels like to understand naturally.
And once you experience that, you don't want to go back.
It's like learning how to swim.
Yeah. At first, you struggle, you panic, you try to stay above water.
But once your body understands, once it clicks,
You don't forget it. This is,
the translating, the hesitation, the constant doubt,
it starts to disappear. Not completely at first, but enough for you to feel the difference.
and that feeling, it's something you can't ignore anymore.
Because now, you've seen what it feels like to understand naturally.
And once you experience that, you don't want to go back.
It's like learning how to swim.
Yeah, at first you struggle, you panic, you try to stay above water.
But once your body understands, once it clicks, you don't forget it.
And this is the point where everything changes, because now you're no longer trying to learn English.
You're using it
In your thoughts,
in your reactions.
even in your imagination,
You read something, and instead of translating it,
you respond to it,
you feel it.
you understand it, instantly. And here's something people don't talk about enough.
At this stage, you begin to enjoy English.
Yeah, not just tolerate it, not just study it.
You enjoy it because now you're not forcing yourself to learn.
You want to learn. And when learning becomes something you want, it becomes something you do, consistently.
And consistency, over time, creates mastery.
Not overnight, not in a week,
But day by day, sentence by sentence, page by page.
and one day you'll have a moment.
What kind of moment?
A moment where you realize you're not the same person anymore.
How?
You're reading something, and you understand everything
Without effort,
without stopping.
without thinking about it.
And suddenly, you remember the past version of yourself,
The one who struggled with every sentence.
the one who felt lost, confused, overwhelmed, and you realize that version of you is gone, replaced by someone stronger, more confident, more capable,
Someone who doesn't run away from English anymore.
someone who doesn't fear it,
Someone who understands it.
someone who lives it.
And the most beautiful part?
It didn't happen because of something big,
No expensive course, no perfect method.
just a simple habit.
Reading.
A few minutes, every day.
And that's how small actions turn into irreversible change.
And that's how you transform your brain, your confidence, and your life through something as simple as reading.
Through something as simple as reading. And when you reach this stage, something even more unexpected begins.
More?
Yeah, because now it's no longer just about you anymore.
What do you mean?
I mean, the way you've changed starts to affect everything around you.
Your conversations feel different.
Your thoughts feel clearer.
Your reactions feel calmer, more intentional.
You don't rush to speak anymore.
You don't struggle to find words.
You don't feel that pressure inside.
You feel in control.
And that control, it doesn't come from forcing yourself.
It comes from familiarity, from repetition, from everything you've read over time.
At this point, English becomes something you trust.
You trust your understanding.
You trust your instincts.
You trust your voice.
And that changes how you show up in the world.
You speak with more confidence.
You listen with more attention.
You express ideas more clearly, more naturally.
But here's where it becomes even more powerful. People start to notice.
Yeah, they do.
They notice the way you speak,
The way you explain things.
the way you understand quickly.
And sometimes they ask you,
How did you get so good at English?
and you pause for a second.
Because the answer feels simple.
Almost too simple.
You read,
A little every day.
and in that moment, you realize something important.
What?
You didn't just learn English,
You built a habit,
a mindset,
a discipline that changed you completely.
and now you're able to help others.
You can guide someone who feels lost
You can encourage someone who feels stuck.
because you've been there.
And that memory makes you patient.
It makes you understanding.
It makes you real.
And this is where learning becomes something bigger.
It becomes something you can share. You're not just improving your life anymore.
You're impacting others.
And all of this started from something small
A few minutes of reading.
every single day.
No shortcuts.
No magic tricks.
Just consistency.
And now, when you look back,
You understand something clearly.
change doesn't come from big moments.
It comes from small actions, repeated over time.
And those small actions,
They don't just improve a skill.
they transform a person
From someone who struggled,
to someone who understands,
from someone who hesitated,
to someone who speaks with confidence,
from someone who translated.
to someone who thinks, lives, and grows in English.
So before you go, let's pause for just a moment. Think about where you are right now. Your English, your journey, your progress.
Maybe you feel slow. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like you're not improving fast enough.
And that's okay. Because every single person you admire started exactly where you are.
Confused, uncertain, trying to understand one sentence at a time. Pause.
But they didn't quit.
They stayed consistent.
And that's all it takes. Not perfection, not long hours,
Just a small habit repeated every day. Pause.
So here's your challenge. Starting today,
Read something. Anything.
a short story, a simple article, even a few lines.
Just don't skip the day. Pause.
Because those few minutes, they matter more than you think.
They are shaping your brain
Building your confidence,
and slowly changing your life.
and one day, you'll look back at this moment
And realize this is where everything started.
So don't wait for motivation.
Don't wait for the perfect time.
Start small
Stay consistent.
and watch your brain change. We'll see you in the next episode.
Until then, keep reading, keep growing, and keep speaking English.